We're going live in 3, 2.
Welcome to It's All Been Done Radio Hour. We're a monthly scripted comedy show in the style of old-timey radio serials, performed without sets or costumes. Now, please silence your devices. We know we can't hear them, but it'll make the show way more enjoyable if you watch it without distraction. All right, I'll bite. What's the matter, Katie?
We're still online. I'm ready to get back in the theater.
Me too. And we will be soon for our anniversary show in July, which has been moved to July 31st at 5 p.m.
I know. In our new home at Red Herring Theater on South High Street. Details on our website, IABDpresents.com, with more coming soon. Still, I'm missing everyone so much, miss hearing the audience, and July 31st seems like a long time away. There's got to be things you miss.
Absolutely. Daniel Kravitz, Chosen One. We haven't performed it in 6 months.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, I didn't. I'm a lead. Crescent the Green. I want to play Crescent again.
I heard they're writing an 80-minute Daniel Kravitz musical to kick off next season, and we can't even start rehearsing it until we meet in person again.
That's true. Oh, I'm so looking forward to singing as Crescent. I've been practicing. My moment has arrived. No applause. Oh, okay, that's kind of awkward. Oh, thank you. I also heard your character Stephanie has been promoted to a lead.
That is also true. So I guess I'm looking forward to Daniel Kravitz returning too. Also, I miss having Wendy around.
God, yes. Who doesn't miss Wendy?
Monsters?
I am not a monster.
I know you aren't.
So, should we get the show started?
Is there even a point? You got me all excited about Daniel Kravitz, and now I just don't care about any of these other dumb segments.
Kravitz is back this month?
Yeah. It's been a while for that one too, and it's pretty good.
There's a new Travels with Tim.
Those are pretty funny.
All right, here you go. Today's universe journey is extremely Takalati heavy.
Without further ado, it's All Been Done Radio Hour.
Welcome to our show. It's the best show you're gonna know.
Up in space!
Punching face!
This is quite the disgrace!
Welcome to our show. Welcome to our show.
For voices, you'll find no better pros.
He is rude.
I'm a prude!
You should use the attitudes.
Welcome to our show. Welcome to our show. It's different than the ones you know.
We've got songs.
Wearing thongs!
Oh my goodness, that is wrong.
Welcome to our show. We feel like we got off on the wrong foot. Specifically the one in his mouth.
Crap!
We promise this is fun. Sorry for the puns.
We'll do our best to
Entertain you now. Welcome to our show. It's the best show you're gonna know. Enjoy our flops and gaps. We'll try to make you laugh. Welcome to our show.
This is Travels with Tim. Tim is a time machine who can travel through space and dimension as well, and is over 40,000 years old.
My name stands for Technology for Innovative Movement.
Ezra Ford is a librarian from Earth who has had very little adventure in his life.
Shouldn't you come with seatbelts, Tim?
Ezra's traveling companion is Liddy Firest, an alien thief who takes what she wants and does what she likes.
What you can do, Tim?
And together, they embark on Travels with Tim. this month's episode, Bride of Shizreen. We begin in a chaotic, busy marketplace on an alien world that will appear silent to you, but it's actually very, very loud. Just imagine all those aliens haggling over the wares and shouting their deals. It's like so much. It's just a lot. Just trust me, it's really loud.
Wow, look at all this stuff.
Jeez, as like you've been to an alien planet before, Ezzy.
I mean, of course I have, but this is just crazy.
Okay, I can admit it. The marketplace of Kachon can be a little bit overwhelming if you're not used to it.
Who could ever get used to this much chaos?
To me, it feels a bit like home. Nice to be back in my general time and space, even if only for a brief while. Oh,
What's the matter?
I can't believe it. I have been looking for one of these for years.
What is it?
It is a...
Liddy is suddenly grabbed by the arm by a masked soldier of some sort.
Liddy!
Before Ezra can react, the soldier presses a button on his uniform and both he and Liddy disappear, teleported somewhere else.
What the...
A short time later, back on Tim.
And then they just disappeared.
Oh my, Master Ezra, how horrible.
I know. What are we going to do, Tim?
We must rescue Liddy.
Right, but how?
Well, we do have a tracker on her, remember? We can follow each signal to find her location.
Yes, but that guy looked like a trained soldier with armor, and wherever he went, there has to be more like him. All we've got is me, a librarian, and you, who doesn't have weapons or combat capabilities.
Even so, sir, we just can't abandon her.
No, Tim, but I don't know how we can possibly get her back.
I'm sure you'll think of something, Master Ezra.
I guess so.
Shall I locate her?
Yes, find her, Tim.
And once I do?
I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
On a large nearby spaceship, Liddy is led into a massive control room where a flamboyant being sits on a high chair overlooking his underlings. The being stands, delighted, as his soldiers drag in Liddy Firest.
Liddy Firest, finally.
Is green. I should have known.
That's Emperor Shizreen. Show me some respect. Yes, you should have known that you could not hide from me forever. And as I promised, I now have you in my grasp. You are my prisoner.
As if.
Look around, Liddy. You cannot escape me. You are trapped within my stronghold on a ship filled with my minions.
Minions?
Yes, my minions. They loyally serve me.
You know that only, like, the really cartoony bad guys call their workers minions, right?
I am emperor of the Garnold conglomerate. I'm a supreme ruler of 12 worlds, and I can call myself or my servants anything that I wish.
Yeah. Hey, you soldier guys, you know that King Maiden on Tharnaria 2 gives healthcare and paid family leave, right? You should all defect.
Silence! No one escapes my service. Besides, my minions worship me. Don't you, minions? You see, there will be no escape for you.
Yeah, I am definitely shaking in my boots. The people who force to follow you through violence, threats, and intimidation are definitely going to stay loyal when the shooting starts. Yeah.
There will be no shooting. This is my vessel. No one dare opposes me.
I do. Why do you think that it has taken you so long to catch me?
Well, you are good at running and hiding, I admit. But I knew that I would get you in the end, and I shall. Now, you will be my bride.
No thanks.
Excuse me.
Pass.
Pass what?
I will not marry you.
You will? As I have always desired. You have no choice.
I would like to see you try to make me.
Minions, arrange a wedding at once. Send for the officiant and build a beautiful arch of flowers for myself and my lovely bride.
I am not gonna say yes. Ew.
Well, you don't have to. I've changed the marriage laws for the Garnold conglomerate. And now no one has to consent to marry the emperor.
Yeah, forced marriages are what great unions are made of.
It doesn't matter. You will grow to love me in time, or I will murder you.
Ah, right, as you have your last 3 wives. I know. Don't you think that that might be a big turnoff for any potential future spouses?
Silence! Minions, fit her for a wedding gown at once. We shall marry tonight. And then after that...
After that, nothing. Not gonna happen.
Well, just you watch.
Back on Tim.
So she's being held by Emperor Shizreen on his massive spaceship.
Almost more of a space, sir. It's ginormous.
How many serve on his vessel?
More than 10,000.
And how do you think we're getting past that many soldiers to rescue Liddy?
I don't know, sir. I'm just the transportation. The plan is up to you.
What do you know about Emperor Shizreen, Tim?
Yes, he is the ruler of the Garnold conglomerate, a sizable force of 13 worlds. Their army is most fierce, and none dare oppose him. But none so big a force that they're bent on conquest. They mostly are very private, keep to themselves.
That's odd.
Why is that odd, Master Ezra?
Well, I would think a man who builds such a massive space-based ship to command would do it with the intention of conquering others.
Well, yes, I think it's more for show, sir. Rumor is he's a bit small, if you know what I mean.
Oh, Napoleon complex. Okay, so how short is he?
6 feet 2 inches.
Well, that's not short. Or is people like giants? Or...
No, sir. I was not talking about his height.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Okay, but that doesn't exactly help us. What do you know about him, Tim, the man himself?
Oh, yes. Well, he's been married 4 times to various females. He tends to choose high-spirited ones, like criminals, singers, gamblers.
Oh, God. Does he want to marry Liddy? Oh, please tell me he doesn't want to marry Liddy.
It's likely he wants to marry Liddy.
Well, then maybe she doesn't need to be rescued. You know, that doesn't seem so bad. I mean, she won't like being part of a harem, but I'm sure he's rich and...
Oh, no, sir, you misunderstand. The 4 marriages, they were not contemporaneous.
So lots of jilted lovers? Maybe we could find one of them. And
no, sir. He executed his last 3 wives.
Executed? Oh, God, no, we have to save Liddy.
Oh, yes, sir. But the question is, but how?
I don't know, but we've got to think of something. Maybe we can wait until Liddy is alone and then jump in and grab her.
Emperor Shizreen is not likely to ever leave her alone.
Well, we can't fight our way in.
Yes, sir. Oh, then what do you suggest?
A few hours later, back in Emperor Shizreen's control room, a flower arch full of exotic alien blooms has been erected. Liddy, wrestled into a white flowing dress with her hands manacled behind her and her legs chained to the floor, stands beneath it. Hundreds of chairs are set up, filled with the Emperor's minions as they bear witness to the ceremony. With musical flourish, the Emperor himself enters and is carried to the altar.
Ah, my dear, lovely as ever.
I don't like dresses. And this isn't gonna work.
Really? I don't see any way this isn't going to work at this point. Suck it up. If you're a good wife to me, you will have all your heart desires.
Except for freedom.
And if you're a bad wife, well, you won't last long.
I don't see how I am ever gonna fit your definition of a good wife.
A pity. Well, at least we'll have the wedding night.
Ugh.
My bed has manacles and chains too.
Dude, that is not okay, man.
Officiant, proceed with the ceremony.
Oh, yes, dearly beloved, we have come together on this.
Tim suddenly materializes next to the altar in a massive chamber.
Tim!
What is the meaning of this? I didn't invite a house to my wedding. Who is this Tim? And how shall I execute him?
Tim is me, sir. My name stands for Technology for Innovative Movement.
Tim is the house? How absurd.
Oh, like your spaceship isn't?
Wait, stop the wedding.
Ezzy? You're gonna rescue me?
Hold it right there. I forbid it.
Oh, dear.
Oh, no, it can't be.
Yes, Shazreen, dear, it is I, your wife.
How did you get here, you old cow?
Do not speak to me that way. The Empress of the Garnold conglomerate. Officiant, step away from the couple.
Yes, right away, Empress.
Do not step away. I am your ruler.
But she...
That's right, I am here now, and I am in charge, husband. Bow before me, or face the consequences.
But Oh, all right. I'm bowing now. Happy Empress.
I'll be happy when you are back home, where you belong. I've indulged your childish games long enough.
But darling,
Stop! These kind travelers filled me in on your activities. I had heard rumors, but how you managed to keep the full extent from me, I'll never know.
Lady, what happens in space stays in space, am I right?
No, it doesn't. Who are you, you would-be bride of my husband?
I am Liddy.
They told me your name. I mean, who are you that would catch my husband's eye in such a manner?
Just a prisoner who would really like to go home.
You may go if you promise never to return to my space.
That is not a problem. You will never see my face again.
See that I don't. Set her free.
Yes, Empress, at once.
As for you, husband...
Oh, Hilga.
Empress Hilga to you.
Well, of course, Empress. Come now, we both liked this arrangement. You back on the planet with your family. Me up here in space, keeping our territory.
I can overlook most of it. But the wives...
Oh, they meant nothing to me. Mere diversions. My heart belongs only to you.
And why should I believe you?
Well, my flagship is named the Hilga. And look, there are pictures of you everywhere. Clearly I'm devoted.
Yes. I do rather like the large one overlooking the whole chamber.
Oh, I thought that was his mother.
Silence!
Sorry.
I never stopped loving you. If you'd consent to come with me.
My place is on my world.
Yes, of course.
I've had a look at your space defense budget, husband. I think we can make a few cutbacks. And Mother has not been happy you've missed Monday dinners for the past 6 years.
If you let me keep my flagship here, I suppose I might arrange for a few dinners.
You will do as I command. I am the one with royal blood. You are nothing without me.
Yes, dearest, but...
Come! We will return home at once.
Oh, all right.
A short time later.
It's nice to be back.
I think you'd like all the wealth and power being wife to an emperor would offer.
Not like that. I love riches, yes, but some things are more important, like not being bossed around by a pompous, evil creature like Shizreen.
Well, I'm glad to have you back.
Me too, sir.
Thank you, Tim. That was pretty smart, Ezzy, finding the wife.
I mean, I have good ideas every once in a while.
So if you hadn't been able to think your way out of it, would you have come to rescue me, guns blazing?
Yes, sir. Master Ezra was ready to arm up and ride to your rescue.
Yeah, nice try, Tim. I know that that's not your style, Ezzy. You would probably have just left me there.
I'm sorry. I just...
Don't be. If it were you, I probably would have taken Tim and been long gone before you even got anywhere near Shizreen's altar. So, guess it was a good thing it wasn't you, huh?
I guess so.
Liddy, safe back in Tim. Our hero's weaknesses, something to chuckle at, right? Come back next time for more travels with Tim. Instead of a commercial, we present a universe journey short from our new sub-series called The Wormhole. Tonight's episode, More Questions. We begin in the Echo Dimension offices of Eastwood Station, where they pore over sensor data from the nearby wormhole.
Thrifty starship, closer moving is.
That's good for our readings.
Hopefully it's good for them too.
Worried about Foley Commander, you are.
I'm worried about everyone on the starship, Teak.
I just don't get any of this. It really doesn't make sense.
Me neither, Carl. Luna to Foley?
Aye, lass.
Chief, we don't have any good theories for you.
All we have is theories over here, but none of them quite add up.
We've been scanning for hours and we've never gotten such a deep look at the wormhole before. This could all be perfectly natural.
Aye, it could be. But my gut tells me something's wrong.
Mine too. I'd feel better if you brought the ship back here.
Don't you need more readings?
Yes, but not if it leaves you out there exposed.
Chief!
Foley out!
What's going on?
No, not do I.
Find out!
Shit!
On the bridge of the Thrifty, Too Fast, Too Furious, as the Starsheep is tossed aside roughly and crew members go flying around the room, Foley eventually regains his seat.
Status report, now.
The Thrifty, too, is fine, just minor damage, but the wormhole defenses, they're down. All of them.
That's not possible!
And yet, Lieutenant Commander Simon, it has happened.
Is anything going through?
Besides the energy wave that knocked them out and us around, I don't see anything.
Nor do I.
Then what's happening?
I don't...
Shields up! Arm weapons! Brace yourselves!
What just happened? Stick around because I have a feeling we might just find out in today's upcoming episode of Universe Journey. Next, we're proud to present It's All Been Theater.
Good evening, and welcome to It's All Been Theater. I am your humble host, your stalwart storyteller, your courier of Kaidan, Sir Hubert Donald Redkin V Norwell, Esquire the Third. Tonight I bring you Huxley versus the Shame Spirit, a tale inspired by the supernatural side of Japanese folklore. Among the class of spirits and specters known as yokai, the shy nature of the hachikaki keeps them hidden behind the more gregarious ghostly creatures. plump and pathetic. They are the shamed souls of those who died under embarrassing circumstances, and they bury their more blobular bodies underground beneath the weight of the muck and their own humiliation. Suffice to say, they do not wish to be disturbed. And so, without further ado, I present the original oddity, Huxley versus the Shame Spirit. So our tale begins on a cloudy gray evening in the woods surrounding a small rural village where two children sat beneath a large camphor tree. They dug in the dirt with trowels, a decent-sized hole between them.
I think we should head home soon, Huxley. It's gonna rain.
It's not gonna rain, Alex. This is the driest spring the village has had in 17 years.
How do you know that?
I always read the paper with my father at breakfast. There was a whole article about it last week.
Wow.
Yeah. Affected farming areas are seeing devastating effects on their yield and should prepare for a bleak economic forecast.
What? My whole family are farmers.
Yeah? Now keep digging. I found an entire jar's worth of worms, and yours is barely half full.
I thought we were looking for bugs.
Bugs, worms, any creepy crawlies we can hide in Hannah's shoes tomorrow.
Got it. Why are we putting bugs in Hannah's shoes tomorrow?
Because it's something I haven't done yet to gross her out.
Right. Why do you always do things to gross her out?
Because it's funny.
Right.
Yeah.
But she's so nice.
Oh, don't tell me you like her.
No, more than anyone else anyway. I mean, she's one of the kindest kids in our class, and she's pretty and smart. And it seems like you're always picking on
I
her.
found a beetle.
Do you like Hannah?
Of course not. Ew, that's gross. Okay, she's the grossest person I've ever met. And I have to remind her of it every day by playing disgusting pranks on her. That's why this is so important. Okay, now dig.
What was that?
We hit something.
It sounded like a voice.
Oh, keep going. I'll try to grab it. Oh, it's squishy. Widen the hole. I'll pull it up.
Oh, I don't like this.
Just a little more.
The children struggle to uproot the source of the strange sounds until finally a bulbous, frog-like monstrosity popped up through the hole in the ground. The children jumped back in surprise, and the creature scrambled to its feet, its stumpy legs barely extending, past its pasty white body. Standing less than 2 feet tall, it drew back from the children's stares, hiding its face behind its grubby little hands.
Whoa, what the?
No! Look away! Look away! I'm hideous!
Who are you? What are you?
I'm hideous! Please leave me alone!
Oh, it's okay. We're not gonna hurt you.
Oh, your eyes! Your eyes upon my dreadful visage pains me greatly!
This thing is weird.
Hey now, little guy. You're not dreadful.
I'm not.
He's not?
No. You're kind of cute. Round and small, and you look like
Alex's mother.
Hey!
Wait! Oh, no! I cannot stand the shame of you gays any longer, and let me return to the darkness!
Wait, are you a shame spirit?
Of course I am! My entire being is a blemish on the face of existence!
Wowee, a shame spirit. I didn't know you actually existed.
What's a shame spirit?
Me! I'm a shame spirit!
I read about them in a collection of folklore that my grandmother gave me. They're the souls of people who died in hilariously awful ways. Like, can't even stand to show their faces, so they hide away underground where they won't bring any more shame to themselves.
He's correct. He explained it better than I possibly could have.
Oh, you poor thing. Oh, gosh, it really looks like it might rain.
Oh no! I'm even more pitiful when I'm soaked in sky tears.
Okay, Alex, I told you it's not going to.
Oh, I felt a drop. Oh, thank goodness. Come on, let's go. We should go.
Yes, you did not want to get caught in the rain, and I did not want to soil you with my presence any longer. I'm sorry you found me. Goodbye.
The creature moved awkwardly toward the hole in the dirt, but Huxley quickly leapt to it first and sat atop it.
Oh no!
Oh, we're not leaving yet.
Huxley, what are you doing? Let that poor thing go home.
Please do not prolong my torment.
Oh, calm down. We'll let you go home. But first, you have to tell us.
Tell you what?
Tell us how you died.
No, please! I cannot possibly reveal such mortifying information.
The shame spirit tried to wedge himself under Huxley's leg to slip back into the earth, and when he couldn't, he threw himself to the ground, rolling and wailing dramatically.
Huxley, don't you think this is mean? I mean, it's suffering.
Oh, come on. There's no way we can find a shame spirit and not find out how it ended up like this. I mean, didn't you hear what I said? Its death was always embarrassing. And that means it was hilarious. I mean, after it tells us it can crawl back into its hidey hole and cry all at once.
Is that a promise? You'll really let me return to the dirt and cry alone in shame for eternity?
If that's what you want.
Oh, that's all I desire.
Then yes, we promise. Right, Huxley?
Right, we promise. Now, out with it.
The spirit pondered this for a moment, then with great reluctance assumed a slightly more dignified position and began its story.
I was but a young man of 17, a bit homely, but with a form much more pleasing than the one before you knew. Oh no, that's so conceited. Oh, forgive me, for my vanity was truly sick in you.
You basically called yourself an ordinary teenager.
Oh, I bet you were cute.
I'll get back to the story.
Oh, yes, apologies. There was a butcher in town from whom my family procured our meat. The butcher's daughter, Sarah, worked there on Tuesdays, and I made it my chore to pick up our portions every week on her shift, for she was the loveliest creature I'd ever laid eyes on. Oh, we would chat while I waited for my order, and I found myself drawn to her kindness and wit, and we laughed together a great deal. As the weeks passed, I sensed that my feelings for her were reciprocated. So one Tuesday, I worked up the courage to ask if I could take her out to dinner.
Oh, no. And she laughed in your face, didn't she? Oh, boy, that is brutal.
No! She did not reject me. Why would you assume that?
Oh, sorry. I'm just saying, I can't imagine anything more embarrassing than revealing your feelings to the person you like and having them shoot you down.
You really think that's the worst possible thing?
Kind of. Yeah.
Interesting.
Go on with your story. The sooner it's told, the sooner we can all go home.
Yes, apologies. Sarah accepted me, and that Friday evening we enjoyed the most spectacular dinner at the most elegant restaurant in town. Our conversation flowed easily, and 3 hours passed without want for reprieve, for in a attachment was quickly forming between us. Alas, the time came to settle the bill and escort her home, but when I reached into my pocket, I felt nothing.
Oh no!
Indeed! I'd forgotten my money clip. Oh, I cannot bear to relive this moment, this dreadful moment. As the realization of my blunder dawned on me.
But, I don't get it. How would that kill you?
I'm not finished!
I confessed my gaffe to Sarah as she assured me that it would not be a blight on our evening and began to reach for her handbag. But no, I thought, I cannot let this treasure pay for my mistake. My home was but a mile from town. Order dessert, I told her. I shall return before the last bite has passed your lips. Then I dashed from the restaurant. As a shortcut, I decided to cut through the abandoned warehouse at the end of the road where years ago nitroglycerin and other highly explosive agents were manufactured for the war.
Oh no! And you somehow set off one of the combustible materials and died in an explosion?
No!
I said were manufactured there, past tense. It had since been emptied and extensively cleaned out.
Oh, sorry. Continue.
Yes, oh, I'm so sorry. I arrived at home, found my money clip, and raced back out the door. This time I remembered that there was a better shortcut through the creepy old woods where it was rumored that several seedy characters with murderous intent like to lie in wait for unsuspecting victims to run by on the path.
Oh, yes! And one of them jumped out at you from behind a tree and pulled a knife on you before you could scream for help.
No! Those were only rumors!
The woods were lovely. But alas, in my haste to traverse the bumpy path, I tripped over my own 2 feet, dashed my head on a rock, and landed face down in a puddle of mud. My head spun and the world grew blurry in that puddle of mud. Uh-oh, I thought. As my mind drifted to Sarah, she would think I had run away and stuck her with the bill like a cat, never knowing the depths of my regard for her. Oh, she hates me, I cried out in my head as I drowned in that puddle of mud.
Wow, that's real.
It's pathetic. That's the dumbest, most anticlimactic death I've ever heard of.
Huxley!
I'd be angry that it wasn't nearly as hilarious as I wanted it to be, but it's so utterly stupid that it is hilarious.
Oh, nice. Guy is crying and I need to go home. Please let me go home. That was our deal.
Come on, Huxley. It's raining. Let's go.
No.
No!
No. We wasted our time on a pitiful blob and didn't get nearly enough gross grub for my prank tomorrow. So I think you owe us. I think maybe you'll have to be the gross grub.
No, me?
That's insane. He won't even fit in a shoe.
He will if we cut him into small, juicy pieces.
I'm beginning to think you're a problematic friend.
You cannot do that. I did what you asked of me, and now all I want is to be left to my shame. You've delighted in my pain long enough.
The spirit's round face began to grow red with anger as it faced down Huxley.
Oh, so now you can look me in the eyes, you little slime ball.
The little slime ball, the spirit's chest heaved with rage, its puffy hands clenched into fists, and stretching itself to its full but still diminutive height, it let out a cry so filled with menace that Huxley fell back away from the hole in the ground. The Hachikaki moved over the hole and stood looking down at Huxley, its shyness and shame giving way to fury. I am pathetic, but I am not without poison. Didn't that book of yours include a warning not to provoke me, you foolish child? Exile beneath the dirt and grub, what lies below shall not come up. Disturb its fitful rest of shame. A vexing hex will know your name. Huxley! With that, the spirit dove into the hole and wriggled its way past him and back into the earth.
What was that thing it said?
I don't know, but it didn't sound good. Now, can we please go home? It's coming down hard.
Yeah, fine. Grab the jars and let's go.
It really was more pitiful when soaked in sky tears.
The following afternoon, as the school day drew to an end and the class gathered by the door to change from their indoor slippers to their outdoor shoes, Huxley and Alex watched from a distance.
Oh, there she goes. Hannah's putting on her shoes. Oh, you stuffed the bugs in there, right?
Yes, I don't know why I had to do it.
Oh, you're stealthier than I am, okay? Oh, just shh. Look.
Huxley huddled with Alex in anticipation as they watched Hannah slip one foot into her shoe and then stop. A look of puzzlement washing across her face, she reached into the shoe and pulled out a crumpled piece of paper.
Wait, huh?
Hannah smoothed out the paper and studied it for an agonizingly long moment. Then her eyes searched the room until they landed on Huxley. He gulped as Hannah crossed the room and stood directly in front of him, a few other students taking interest in her mission.
Hey, Huxley. I really appreciate your note, but I have to tell you, I don't feel the same. You've only ever been a jerk to me, and I think you have some issues that you should work out before you try to date anyone. Anyway, the answer is no, and I'm sorry.
Oh,
that was sad. That was so sad. Oh.
His cheeks turning a deep crimson, Huxley glanced at Alex and saw her suppressing a smile. Angrily, he led her outside to the schoolyard, away from the ridicule of their peers.
You! What did you do?
Me? I didn't do anything. What the heck did you write in that note?
I didn't write it. You did. You traitor. And then you put it in her shoe.
No, I didn't. I put the bugs and worms in there like you asked me to. Why are you getting so upset anyway? I thought she was gross and you didn't like her.
I do. I mean, I don't like her. I do think she's gross. Oh, stop changing the subject. If you didn't do it, then who did?
From deep underground and catching the wind before sinking quietly down again to hide itself below. And so that is the tale of Huxley versus the Shame Spirit. The moral of our story is that one should always let sleeping yokai lie. And if one does find oneself face to face with a shame spirit, do not, for dignity's sake, reveal to it your deepest, darkest anxieties. Also, even an extremely handsome and confident performer like myself can play ugly and ashamed when the part calls for it. Tony, please! I've been Sir Hubert Donald Radican Vival Noel Esquire III. And this is It's All Been Theatre. Good night, good luck, and to all you ill-mannered youths, leave my loafers alone.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
I'm Georgie Slot, and this is Georgie's Jabs. And tonight, we have a very special guest. It's a top-notch tangler. Well, welcome, honey, to the show.
Wait, why am I here? Where is this place?
Now, I'm getting a lowdown from you on what happened at Penner Labs.
What?
Well, oh, come on, think about all the crazy stuff, like with the scientists and the superheroes and...
No, I don't understand. Like, how did I get here?
Oh, trade secret.
Oh, I get it. You're a supervillain.
What? No, I'm not.
I won't stand for this, fiend. Release me at once.
I'm not holding you captive, honey.
What is your evil plan?
For God's sakes, I'm just interviewing you, woman. Calm your bits.
I don't get how that's an evil scheme.
I don't, because it's not.
Then why don't I remember coming here?
I told you before, it's trade secret.
That answer isn't good enough.
Well, honey, you're going to have to deal with it because it's good enough for everyone else.
Everyone else? How many others have you kidnapped?
Oh my God. Look, honey, here's the scoop, all right? We grab people from whatever time, modern dimension they come from, and we interview you, all right? And then we return you back to your dimension or whatever, so you don't remember anything from the experience, all right? What's so hard about that?
This will not stand. You are an evil villain.
Oh, for crying out loud, Jimmy! Jimmy, get in here. Do something about this girl. Why is she driving me crazy?
Who's Jimmy?
There you go, Georgie.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Maybe take a different approach when she wakes up this time?
No, I'm going to screw it up for the 5th time in a row, dick. Get out.
No, this isn't just an interview. We really need to know what happened.
Yeah, I know. All right? Just let me do my job, all right? Jeez.
Fine.
Where am I?
Oh, honey. All right, let's try this again.
Again?
I'm Georgie Slot, and this is Georgie's Jabs. Tonight we have a very special guest. It's the top-notch tangler.
What's going on here? Come back and find out next time in The Top-Notch Tangler. And now, privates with an episode called Round in Circles.
Hello, I'm Detective Jake Cotton. I'm searching for the missing fortune of one Dame Cordelia Bench, and I'm forced to work with her beau, Frank Barry, who hardly works. So far, the clues have been as scarce as a flower in a blizzard. I can't trust my partner, and he's been the one calling the shots, which has led to me downing plutonium shots in my off hours. At least, those off hours not monopolized by my on-again, off-again, now on-again girlfriend, Dame Judy Bench, who is off and on me almost every night. Are these too many distractions? Is that why I haven't been able to crack the case? I may need to get some space and clear my head if I'm to make any progress. So I've come to a place I didn't expect to be, for answers I don't expect to get, but I have no place else to turn.
Jake Cotton.
Hello, Johann.
Why?
Why what?
Why are you here?
Where else should I be?
Anywhere.
Well, Johann, my friend.
I am not your friend.
Ha, no, but you could be.
Why?
I know you weren't behind what happened, blackmailing poor Dame Cordelia and selling off her wares.
How?
You didn't know her. You were just working for that stinky Theodore.
Not henchmen.
Of course not. You had your own plans. But tell me, where did you meet Theodore?
Meet him.
Why you? Where did he find you and ask you to come work for him? Ah, so I'm on to something.
No.
Oh, yes, I am. I know when I'm close to a break in the case.
No.
Tell me, Johann, who do you really work for?
No.
Is that all you can say?
No.
Why?
Money.
Of course. They would pay you to keep quiet. Well, I can pay you too.
How much?
How much do you want?
Lots.
Well, I'll have lots if you help me solve this case.
No.
Why not?
Already taken care of. No need to risk.
But one can never have enough friends. Especially... But surely...
Now, Jake Cotton.
Why? You meeting someone else?
No.
You are, aren't you? Who?
No fun. Now go.
Look, Johann, I have friends in the DA's office. I could easily...
Jake Cotton, you cannot help me. I am done.
Johann, wait! And then he was gone. Look, I've been around the block enough to know where the ice cream shops are, and Johann displayed more coldness than what's in his heart. He knows something. But how can I chocolate chip off the old block when I don't have ready access to him while he's on ice? What does he know, and who is paying him not to reveal it? I tried this soft serve and have gotten nowhere. It just didn't make sense that he...
Jake?
Frank, what are you doing here?
Oh, well, I could ask you the same thing. And I will. What are you doing here?
You first.
Why, looking for my partner, of course. You left the office without me this morning.
I left the office at 10 a.m. I didn't think you were coming in.
Oh, of course I was coming in.
On a Saturday?
Well, yeah, we don't have any leads. We need to work harder, so why are you here?
Just visiting an old acquaintance.
Uh-huh. Anyone I would know?
Since you seem to know far more than you have a right to, probably. But then, snakes often go unnoticed in the grass.
Oh, you wound me, Jake. So you're not going to tell me who your acquaintance is?
It's not relevant.
All right, then. Keep your secrets. Then quit wasting my time, because I have a witness to interview, that is.
Is what?
Relevant.
We went through your whole witness list yesterday, Frank.
Yes, but I forgot to add one.
Who?
Oh, come with me.
Frank led me across town to a racetrack. I didn't know he was into the ponies, but gambling does track with him. We spoke to his lead, a man named Jasper Whitehill. I waited outside his office as Frank made a phone call. I don't know who he called, but it must have worked because moments later, we were shown inside.
So, Jasper, old sport, thanks for seeing us.
I'd say my pleasure, but it's not. Unless you've come to settle your tab.
Oh, all in good time, Jasper. I'm working on something big, and then I'll be able to pay you back, and then some.
Who's your friend? He got any money?
I'm not his friend. And since you ask, no.
Nah, didn't look like it. But I didn't think Frank would dare show his face here again unless he was ready to pay.
Well, I'm not here about me. I'm here about Theodore Burkton.
Theodore? Cordelia's former butler?
And one of my best clients. Hasn't been around in a while, though.
No, I imagine not. He's, indisposed at the moment.
What happened?
I did.
Is that it, Frank? You here to have this guy threaten me?
Oh, no, you've got it all wrong, Jasper. Theodore was stealing from my beloved, and Jake here put him away for it.
I don't understand where I come in.
Well, you said he was one of your best clients. I expect this was a recent thing, yes?
Well, yeah. He'd been around for years, but it was only in the last 12 months or so that he could start making the big bets.
And that didn't seem suspicious to you?
Not really. He was getting up in years. Figured he was cashing in on his retirement. Finally letting loose. Can't take it with you, you know?
I certainly do. Live life to the fullest, that's what I always say.
You're full of something.
But while he was hanging around, did he say anything? Anything strange at all that might give us a clue as to who else he might have been working with?
You don't think Theodore was in it for himself, Frank?
Oh, sure, Jake, but leave no stone unturned, right? Isn't that what we detectives say?
First of all, there is no we, since you are not a detective. Secondly...
Gentlemen, I'm busy. Why don't you work your issues out on your own time?
Oh, sorry, Jasper, but, Cordy. I'm trying to help her.
Yeah, I know her. Sweet gal. I'd tell you anything if I knew it, but I don't. I don't recall Theodore saying anything about where the money came from or his employer. We just talked about the races. Theodore wasn't exactly chatty.
Oh, you're right, of course. Well, still, if you can think of anything
I'll
at all.
call you at once. I've got your number.
You don't have mine.
Do I need it?
Since I'm the lead detective, I'd think so.
Lead detective? I thought you was partners.
Hardly.
Jake's such a kidder here.
Well, you can leave your number with my secretary if you want, but I don't think it's likely I'll use it.
Why not? I'm sure you've got a fair amount of detective work you need done, being in the racing business.
Oh, I do, but pardon me. Any friend of Frank's is not a friend of mine. I'll use the dicks I trust.
I understand.
Ouch. You two sure know how to wound a guy.
I do, and if you come back without my money again, I may show you just how woundy I can be.
No need to get ugly.
Not if you pay me, there isn't.
Oh, you say these things with the detective sitting right here.
I don't get the impression this guy wants to get involved in helping you, Frank.
I don't.
See? So pay me, or else.
All in good time. But in the meantime, can I offer you a terrific opportunity to be a landlord?
Ouch! Now!
Yes. All right. We'll see you soon.
Oh, you will. Trust me on that.
Friendly guy. I like him.
Jake, but you're right. He is friendly. Well, most of the time, yes.
So, that was a bust?
I admit, it was. Still, always worth following up on any lead, no matter how small.
Not really. I don't think Theodore was the type of man who would work for anyone other than who he had to. Seems like a dead end if you ask me.
Well, you never know.
I do know. It's my job.
Now, still, Jake, I really think
Hello,
that we...
Jake.
Oh,
Judy, what are you doing here?
A little birdie told me that this is where I could find you.
Why were you looking for me?
Why do you think?
Judy, really, I'm in the middle of work here. You shouldn't,
Oh, it's fine, Jake. We don't have anyone else to question. You enjoy your afternoon, and I'll go back to the office and try to figure out our next step.
That sounds more like my job.
I've got some jobs for you. At my place.
Oh, really, Jake? You've been working hard. You deserve a break.
Just what I had in mind.
I'll see you later.
But I really think I
Come
should...
with me, Jake.
Just for a little while.
We'll see. Goodbye, Frank.
So long, Judy.
Once again, Judy arrives to distract me. And I don't know what Frank was doing at the track, but it certainly wasn't looking for information about Theodore. Even he isn't that dense. I can't help but feel like those closest to the case are the ones I need to watch out for the most. It wouldn't be the first time Judy betrayed her mother, though I can't see why she might be doing so again. Not when Cordelia is mostly without money, and the best chance Judy has of getting it back is me. Cordelia's butler told me one of the three, Cordelia, Frank, or Judy, had ulterior motives. At the time, I thought they all three did, though the butler denied it. But the deeper I get into this case, the more I think I was right. I just don't see why, or how, or when, or where, or even what or who. more and more questions have my head spinning. Stop the world, I want to get off. Which is what I did that afternoon with Judy. Many times.
Halfway through the season, and Jake doesn't seem to be any closer to solving the case than when he started. But someone sure is. Who? Come back and find out in another Privates! And now, another word from our sponsors.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Megan, and this is The Noobs, the show where we, the newest cast members, interview the old-timers to find out what's going on.
And none is more old than Keith Jackson, star of Privates. Hi, Keith.
Hi, but I'm not that old.
You're in black and white.
This is just a filter.
And isn't it true that you're the oldest person in the troupe?
Well, technically Chris Allen is still a troupe member since he's editing the podcast and...
Oh, couldn't we get Chris to interview? I bet he's fascinating.
But he is.
Yeah, Chris would be a much better guest than this guy.
Ouch.
So, tell us about Privates.
Oh, well, excuse me. Well, I played Jake Cotton, a private detective.
Also known as a dick.
You're a dick, Megan.
I know. Maybe I should solve cases.
You would be so good at that. Let's recast Privates with a female lead.
Well, actually, Kristen...
Great idea, but the cases would probably only be one episode long because I'd figure them out much quicker than him.
Well, I'm not the one who...
So how would you solve this particular case?
Break some legs, fingers, noses, whatever. Breaking a body part would definitely give me a lead in this case.
I'm sure it would. And you've already got the pun part down. Someone get on this.
Yeah, or I'll break something until you do.
Okay. Don't you think we should get back on...
Oh, you know what? We're out of time. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Megan, and this has been The Noobs.
This is Universe Journey. It's 2429. Captain Richard T. Kakay commands Eastwood Station, situated near a wormhole to the Echo Dimension. Kakay and crew protect the galaxy from invasion by their evil counterparts.
I am in charge. And I also have a starship, the ASS Thrifty, Too Fast, Too Furious.
Kakay's first officer is Commander Michelle Takalati.
The nearly omnipotent Z showed me several possible futures, and none were good. I've got to do something to prevent us from losing the war with the Echo Dimension.
The station is located near the planet Surreptitia, home to Commander Meow Meow, who was the ASS's liaison to the world, but he was fired for murdering his family, part of a larger movement towards civil war.
I am not evil, nor did I murder my family, but my Echo counterpart is, and he is the killer.
Too bad your people don't listen to reason and facts. The chief engineer of Eastwood is Colm Foley.
I'm just happy to be among friends.
Science Officer Lieutenant New, an android, heroically sacrificed her life to save the station. Her memories were downloaded into a new body.
Oh.
The logistics officer on Eastwood and the Starsheep is Lieutenant Michael Anders.
Reporting for duty, sir.
Captain Bobby Luna is in charge of the Echo Dimension office on the station.
We'll stop them.
Last but not least, overseeing this region of space is Admiral Jamie Jameson.
The Echo version of my deceased son, Jake, is convinced that the Echo me is going to invade soon. How do I stop myself?
Theme song.
Space, we're new. We travel far beyond the stars, from Pluto all the way to Mars and beyond, for we go much, much, much further with lots of enthusiastic fervor. Our mission is never ending. Like Facebook, we'll be ever friending. Join us every month on our journey. Though you may want an attorney, for we won't won't be held liable for your claims. And if you ask us again, we'll say the same.
Tonight's episode, Changing Course. We begin in the main conference room on Eastwood Station, where the senior staff of the base are meeting.
All right, so it's decided. Foley?
Oh, sorry. Didn't know this room was occupied.
Come on, man. God, this is a conference room.
Sorry again.
Sorry.
God, those two. Anyway, Foley is taking the ship out to get some readings on the wormhole. Your first command. How you feel about taking charge of the ship, Foley?
It's just a few readings.
Captain Cockay is right. If you are to take the starship out, you are the captain, and as such are responsible for everyone on board.
I know that, meow meow, but it's just a quick jaunt.
Now, sir, you won't have a full crew complement for the mission. I've retasked most of the medical, security, and engineering staff to work on the station.
Well, that's fine, Lieutenant Anders. Most of them wouldn't have anything to do anyway.
Still, your first command. It's a big deal. We'll have to drink to celebrate after.
Sounds good.
And everyone else will go about their day as usual. Any questions?
Sir, about Surreptitia, I've been wanting
Yes,
to
I read your report, Takalati, and...
It was Lieutenant Norton's report, sir.
Whatever. I read it. I get it. The planet's important, but...
Sir, I can go into further detail if you like.
Not necessary, Norton. We're focusing on the Echo Dimension, not Surreptitia. Dismissed.
But Captain Cockay, if you take another look, I think you might see that there
I
are
don't care about that planet and don't want to spend another second thinking about it.
A wise decision.
But I really think you're missing out on
Takalati, I've heard you. The argument is over. My mind is made up. Don't think I've forgotten this is your day off. I order you to go to your apartment or the mall or whatever and relax.
Yes, sir.
Dismissed.
Commander Takalati, a word.
Sure, Lieutenant Norton.
Commander Takalati and Lieutenant Norton are left alone in the conference room.
Sir, you have to convince Captain Cockay.
I tried my best, Norton. He's not listening.
Then with all due respect, you have to try harder.
We've said our piece. We've given him the report. Unless you have another angle we haven't covered yet?
No, sir.
Well, if you get one, bring it to me. Otherwise, the conversation is over.
Yes, sir.
A short time later in Takalati's apartment.
Come in. I said come in.
Hey.
Jay! Oh, crap. What time was I supposed to meet you?
Wait, isn't this your day off, Mish? Are you working?
Just a few things. I'll be done soon.
Good. I reserved a shuttle. I thought we could take a little ride.
Sounds nice. Give me 20 minutes.
I'll grab our lunch and meet you in Bay 3.
See you then.
A short time later, the pair are out in space in a shuttle, enjoying a picnic.
The way the sun hits the planet is lovely, isn't it? Mish, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Then what's the matter?
It's work stuff.
You can tell me.
Lieutenant Norton firmly believes that by ignoring Surreptitia, we're setting ourselves up to be attacked from the side when the invasion comes. But Captain Cockay won't listen or do anything regarding the planet.
Well, what do you think?
I'm with Norton. We can't ignore it.
Then you have to make Captain Kake listen to you.
I tried. He's not interested.
Well, maybe you should try again.
If I thought it would do any good, I would. But it's no use. His mind is made up. His hatred for that planet is too deeply ingrained for him to think about it objectively.
Are you saying that he isn't making a sound command judgment?
No, of course not. I can see why he's not worried about it. Not like they have much technology there anyway. On paper, they don't seem like a serious threat, but my gut tells me that we should reconsider.
Maybe you should listen to your gut.
Captain Kake has great instincts. If he says it's not a priority, it's not a priority.
All right. Speaking of gut feelings, I've made a decision of my own.
Oh,
Look at Serptidia.
okay. What am I looking for?
It's a whole planet. It's lovely.
Yeah, I guess it is from up here.
We have to keep it that way.
Is this because your father?
Yes, yeah. That's what I'm trying to prevent. We can't let him destroy another one.
Wait, what?
That's what I brought you out here to tell you. I've been assigned under Captain Kake.
Like on the starship?
Yes. When the invasion happens and Captain Kake fights on the Thrifty Too Fast, Too Furious, I'll be on the bridge.
Jay, you can't. It's too dangerous.
Well, you act like you're not constantly putting yourself in danger.
But you're different. You're
I
not
can't,
part of the-
Mish. I can't. I just can't stand by and let him get away with doing to your universe what he did to mine. Or worse.
Wait.
I've made up my mind.
No, not that. Just wait.
Are you all right?
This conversation, we've had it before.
No, Captain Kake just told me yesterday that
She showed this moment to me.
What happened next?
That's it. There was a jump. Never mind. The point is, this was part of what she showed me. And during all that, she said I needed to make Captain Kake listen to me. What if she was talking about Serptidia?
Did she say that's what she was talking about?
No, she didn't get specific. But what if that's the key? What if we have to pay attention to the planet? If my gut is telling me
I'll take the shuttle back to the station immediately.
Thank you, Jay.
Of course, Mish. Whatever you need.
A short time later in Captain Kake's office.
Come. Takalati, isn't this your day off?
Sir, it's about Serptidia. I really need you to listen.
I told you, Michelle, I've made up my mind.
I think you're allowing your personal feelings to cloud your judgment, Dick.
Excuse me?
I don't say this lightly. You're a great captain and your instincts are usually right. But my gut is telling me
Well, they're a backwards, technologically stunted species.
Yes, sir. They're also more diabolical and evil than any other.
Granted, but what are they to you, Michelle?
Dick?
Why do you care so much about this?
I just have a feeling, sir.
A feeling?
In my gut. It's a strong feeling.
And you were just going to ignore that feeling and let me decide to ignore them?
You're almost always right.
Almost?
You know what I mean. But this time, Dick, this time I have an instinct, and I think that you have to listen to me.
Oh, I have to, do I?
Dick, Z told me I would have to make you listen to me. I don't know if it's now or another time, but I've got a feeling I can't ignore here, which frankly doesn't happen all that often to me. And I know how you feel about the Surptish, and I wonder how much of this is playing into your thinking on this.
Quite a bit.
Oh, really?
Well, yes, I have to base my judgments on something.
So you base them on your feelings about a species?
And trust of my officers. Look, you've never questioned me like this before, and you've never told me you had a gut instinct you couldn't ignore. I have to take that seriously.
Thank you.
All right, what do you suggest I do? I've tried talking to them in every which way I can.
I think we need to take out Echo Meow Meow, sir.
Echo Meow Meow?
He's stirring up trouble. It's not a solution, but it's a good first step.
Well, how do we do that?
I have an idea, but I don't think Meow Meow is going to like it.
I love it already. What's the idea?
A short time later, Captain Kake and Commander Takalati meet with Admiral Jameson, Commander Meow Meow, Lieutenant Anders, and Lieutenant Norton in the conference room.
And that's Takalati's brilliant idea.
I do not like it.
I know, that's the best part.
This is very risky, Captain Kake.
Yes, Admiral Jameson, I know. That's why I'll go along personally to ensure we can protect Med Herring here as much as we can.
Oh, you're coming to protect me?
I'm not going to just stick one of my senior officers out there in danger and not protect him. Even if it's you, Mesterly.
Thank you, sir, but I still do not like this.
Sir, you're the captain. It should be me.
Maybe, Takalati, but I'm also the Blessed One, and we're going into a situation with a lot of unknowns. That little fact of being Blessed One might come in handy.
Good point, sir.
Thank you. Lieutenant Norton, I know how you feel about Commander Minerving here, but you will bring a team and do everything in your power to protect him, right?
Of course, sir. I know my duty.
I would like to volunteer to go too, sir.
Noble thought, Anders, but with myself, Meow Meow, Norton, and Foley off the station, I'd feel more comfortable with you here.
I do need to speak with you about who we can assign to accompany me, Anders.
Of course, Lieutenant Norton. But as security chief...
A private meeting after this one.
Okay. But...
She wants to have sex with you before she goes off on a dangerous mission, Anders. Take the hint, man.
Dick.
What? We all know that they're banging.
I was not aware you all knew. We were trying to be discreet.
You have not been.
Well, Anders, don't leave the lady waiting.
But my duty tells me that
Wrong answer. Try again.
Yes. Yes. A private meeting is fine, Lieutenant Norton.
All right, good. Now,
I'm going too, Captain Cockay.
To Lieutenant Norton's quarters?
On the mission.
Oh, right. Why, Admiral?
Captain Cockay is right. This is risky. Beyond risky. I spent time speaking with Echo Meow Meow back in my Echo Dimension office on Earth, and I have some idea of how he thinks. Also, we might need some diplomatic skills to make it work that Captain Cockay, no offense, does not possess.
I am offended by that very true remark.
You've done your best to make peace with the planet, and it hasn't worked, Captain Cockay. It's time I got involved.
Sir, to guarantee an admiral's safety, I really need a lot...
I've had my fair share of field experience, Lieutenant. I can handle myself.
Yes, sir.
All right, but Jameson, I'm in charge.
You're in charge of the mission. I know. Anything else, Captain Cockay?
How long do you need to get your team together and, other things, Lieutenant Norton?
An hour, sir.
Only an hour? For all of that?
Okay, let's make it 2.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Norton, Jameson, Muty Pants, meet me back at Bay 1 in 2 hours and pack light. I don't want this to take too long. If all goes well, we'll be back in just a few days.
Should we recall the thrifty Too Fast, Too Furious, sir?
Nah, we'll just take the big shuttle. And Takalati, don't think this means your day off is canceled. As soon as Anders makes it back to the command deck, I expect you to take some R&R.
Of course, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
I'll be quick, Commander Takalati.
Not too quick.
Dismissed.
About 2 hours later, as Admiral Jamie Jameson heads to the shuttle hangar.
Hi.
Jay, hi.
I hear you're leaving.
Yes, a mission on Surreptidia.
I know.
Of course. Commander Takalati would have told you. Wait, but she's
She
on
knew
duty.
that I'd want to say goodbye.
Oh. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Look, I know things are still awkward between us, but I want you to know that I have really appreciated getting to know you.
Well, what brought this on?
Well, she indicated the mission was pretty dangerous.
It is, but that's the job. I've been on lots of dangerous missions in the past.
Yeah, right. Of course. Just good luck.
Thank you, Jay. It has been a pleasure getting to know you as well. I would have been proud to be your father in any dimension.
And I would have been proud to be your son.
The two awkwardly embrace for the first time, both seeing what might have been had Jameson's son not died, had Jay's father not been so evil, then just as awkwardly step back.
Well, my shuttle.
Of course, of course. See you when you get back.
I'll see you then.
Soon on the command deck of Eastwood Station.
The shuttle is approaching the planet, Commander Takalati. You can probably go get your rest now.
As soon as they set down safely, Anders. Where's Lieutenant Francine?
She is on the Thrifty Too Fast Too Furious, sir. Apparently didn't realize they were leaving.
The hormones in this crew.
Sorry, sir.
I wasn't talking about you, Anders.
Sir!
Yes, Ensign Gartron?
I'm seeing some strange readings.
Well, what do they say?
Well, I'm sorry, sir, but a whole of them must be reading them wrong, but...
Spit it out, mister.
There was a huge energy spike, and...
The Thrifty Too Fast Too Furious.
Well, no, that's fine, but, I mean, it's a little knocked about, but nothing serious. However, I think the defenses around the wormhole just went down.
What? Anders?
Anders jumps over a railing and runs to Ensign Gartron's station.
Confirmed, sir.
Raise shields. Hail the Thrifty Too Fast.
Wait, does that mean?
Captain Luna is calling.
Tell her not right now.
She was in contact with the Starsheep.
Put her through.
Commander Tokolati, they're invading.
I can see that, Captain Luna. Anders, call Foley. Get them out of there.
Commander Foley's acknowledging, but it's too late.
Call the other Starsheep in the sector. Battle stations, everyone. Call Captain Kake.
And tell him what, sir?
Takalati pauses, watching the view screen as the fleet of Echo OSS Starsheep pour through the wormhole, the Thrifty Too Fast Too Furious firing wildly as it tries to flee back to the station.
Tell him to land on the planet and hang tight. He's not getting back here today.
Captain's diary. Are you effing kidding me? We're invaded again and I'm on this godforsaken world again?
I am here again too, sir.
Shut up, Madluck Charm. At least Tokolati is on Eastwood. It's in good hands with her. I hope. Though if it hadn't listened to her, I wouldn't be down here in the first place.
So this is the tale of our noble crew, facing invasion from the Echo Dimension for a second time. Are they ready for it? Come back next month and find out in our exciting season finale. And thank you all for tuning in tonight. This month's episode was written by Jerome Wetzel and Kristen Green and directed by Samantha Stark. Our Foley artist was Brendan Mickna, with Foley technician J.T. Walker. Our guest show starred Kurt Zielenbach. It's All Been Done Radio Hour stars Ashley Collins, Samantha Stark, Nathan Haley, Chase McCants, Joe Morales, Shane Stefanchik, Kristen Green, Ryan Yohe, Sam Clements, Nick Argenbright, Keith Jackson, Katie Boisenalt, Megan Overholt, and Dan Kondo, and myself, Darren Essler. Tune in for our next live streaming show, Saturday, June 12th at 5 p.m. for our gripping season finale of Universe Journey. Good night!
Can we stop now?
Never.
I'm just gonna stop.
Okay, you're good.
This is forever now.
Yeah.
This is our life.